It's a beautiful day to you, our lovely and smart real estate investors, both home and also in diaspora. I'm super delighted to be on your screen again, and I'm also delighted to welcome you to another insightful and educative session of Property Matters here on YouTube. In case you're coming across this channel for the first time, this will discuss everything you need to know about real estate investment. So do us a favor, subscribe to this channel, turn on the notification bell so that when I drop a video or a new video, you will be the very first person to see. In case you're coming across the channel for the first time, we've done an insightful videos on short-let rentals, how to diversify your real estate investment, top investment locations that you should not ignore. We've also talked about how you can identify the safety of a real estate investment by doing the do-it-yourself approach when conducting a thorough due diligence. Of course, I know this place looks new. This is going to be our new studio for Property Matters. This is where we're going to be shooting some of our videos henceforth. So we've done an extended video on the Ibeju Lekki. We've done a whole lot. So in case you're coming across the channel for the first time, do well to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and you'll be super glad you did. I will be back immediately after this short timeout. Stay tuned. All right, I'm super delighted to be on your screen today, and today we're going to be talking about different investment strategies in real estate that can, number one, increase the value of the properties you have bought, and how you can penetrate into the Lagos State rental market. In the last episode, we examined how investors just like you have been able to maximize a whole lot of investment opportunities, and I gave a case study of my dear client, Madam Susanna, on how she maximized a 2 plot of land, building different rental apartments on these plots of land. I told you that she built 9 units of 2-bedroom apartments on plot 1, and she also built 9 units of 2-bedroom apartments on that same plot 2, and making a total of 18 units. And I also examined basically that that obviously is a very good way of paving or perhaps penetrating into the Lagos State rental market. You see, I explained in the previous videos that one of the ways you can maximize and get the best out of your real estate investment is dependent on what you are doing with the piece of properties that you have purchased. I've stressed it several times, and I'm going to say it again, that buying a property is good, but what determines and of course increases the value of the properties that you've acquired is dependent on the kind of structures you have erected on such property. So today is going to be a continuation of the previous episode, and today I'm going to be talking about different investment strategies. But what I intend to do today basically is to open your eyes to other investment strategies that you can go into, and of course you will gain massive return on investment. Let me also quickly reiterate the fact that when it comes to real estate investment, we are a real estate company that help investors like you get the maximum return on your investment. And one of the ways we ensure this basically is that we focus and of course do a thorough due diligence. I've said this several times, and I'm going to say this again, that the safety of the property that you are investing in is very, very crucial, and that is why we invest a whole lot of resources in carrying out a thorough due diligence. This is the age and time where landowners, families, and ancestral owners are gradually are gradually understanding the adverse benefits of a good piece of properties. There have been instances whereby these people have started, giving different kind of reactions. I've seen instances whereby properties have been sold over some period of time, and they are coming back to meet the people they've sold the property to, bringing out different kind of stories. So some will say that they were manipulated when they were selling that property. Some will even say that they were blindfolded when they were selling those properties. So this is why we go to the roots to do a thorough due diligence. So most times if I talk about the property on property matters, I want you to be rest assured that my entire surveyor team, our legal team, and personally, I have also gone there to do a thorough due diligence. So this is why we always ensure that whatever we're presenting to you people is of great value, and of course it is safe. So today's episode, I'm also going to continue from what I explained, how to explore the Lagos rental market. So today's episode is going to focus on the adverse benefits of owning a commercial properties. Over time, a lot of people have focused majorly on the rental aspect, like doing apartments for rent, going to short lets. That is very, very fantastic. That's obviously a good and of course a brilliant way of investing in real estate, a smart way of making cash flows, and of course getting massive return on your investment. So on today's episode, I'm going to be talking about the adverse benefits of owning a commercial properties, and I'm also going to be explaining the adverse how you can maximize commercial properties to your advantage. What we do basically is that we don't just recommend, we recommend and we ensure that you get the maximum benefits for your investment. So I'll be back immediately after this short timeout. And of course, so today I'm going to be showing you a place I visited. Of course, the video will be playing immediately after this. Then I'll come back to tell you how you can of course explore that option when you invest in real estate through us. So stay tuned, and I'll be back immediately after this short video. All right, guys, it's a beautiful day today, and of course, for a while I've been talking about what you can do with a commercial property. So we're live here at Ibeju Lekki, and I want to show you what smart and intelligent people are doing with commercial properties. So this is La Paz Mall, one of the biggest malls. Of course, I'm here to shop, buy some stuff, but I just want to show you guys an idea of what you can do if you own a commercial property in your name. As you can see, there are office spaces and shops for rent. Of course, these costs. So I'm going in now, show you what it looks like, and of course, give you an overview of what you can do in case you have property and you want to do something like this. Let's go in. So this is what the shopping mall looks like. People pay fortune to rent this place. So I'm going to see a friend of mine who owns a shopping mall here. I mean, an office space here. So just to say hello. All right, so sometimes you're wondering what you can do. It's just for you to explore. So I said I will be unleashing the opportunities of having a commercial investment and what you can do with a mall if you choose to have one. This is Treasure Mall, the biggest mall here in Ibeju GRA. And one of the things that fascinates me mostly is that the owner of this place charges nothing less than 900 for an office space, and that obviously depends on the square meter. We have 50 square meter, we have 100 square meter, we have 120 square meter. So the price varies per the square meter you choose to use. So owning a commercial property basically is one of the real deal, and this is how you can earn return on investment if you choose to do an investment using this strategy. The owner of this place have made his money, which he invested in buying this place. He has made his money, which he used in erecting these structures, and he kept, investment like this keeps giving you money till you have it. So this is the beautiful advantage of doing a real estate investment, more importantly a commercial property facing the main road. This obviously is the real deal. So we have a lot of commercial property that can fit in perfectly into this purpose. Okay, we don't sell all properties. We only sell properties that we have verified, our surveyors have worked on it, and of course that have been confirmed to be genuine. For more information, you will see some properties immediately after this video. You're welcome back. So I hope you enjoyed the video you just saw. So today I said that one of the way you can explore the real estate market basically is to create a source of wealth generation tools. The video you just saw basically is a mall. I'm not advertising the mall, but I'm just using the mall like a case study, just like what I did when I visited the University of Lagos. Of course, I'll be showing you several malls as this discussion proceed further. Now, when you look at that mall, it's facing the major road. It is a commercial property, and I was sure very well that when the owner of this property bought that thing, it was perhaps not as expensive as it will be now. And when you look at how you can tap into the unsearchable of real estate investment, it starts with a mindset. Now, I've said it before that if you want to do a profitable real estate investment, it is very wrong for you to be seeking advice from someone who has never done such before. Also, I also want to create this notion, or I also want to correct this notion that the Nigerian real estate market is the best investment market that you can tap in. I've seen it in this our industry. Someone buying a property for, let's just say, 10 million naira, and within the space of 1 year, 6 months to 1 year, the property is worth 30 to 25 million naira. So this is what the real estate market in Nigeria offer you. So what you have seen in that video is a mall. Presently, that is the biggest mall that we have in the area of Ibeju Lekki. I went further inside that mall to do a research to find out what the owner of that mall is making on a yearly basis, annually. Now, I discovered that that mall was splitted into different offices. Now, as you look at that mall, you notice that we have shops. Of course, that was with the supermarket I went. So we have a supermarket downstairs, and that supermarket is more than, like, let's just say 200 square meters of land. And I found out that the owner of that mall charges for 50 square meter 1.6 million naira, and we have several office spaces. Intelligently, what the owner of this mall have done basically is to partition each spaces into square meters. And that's why when you go to some malls, you find out that they have prices for 20 square meters, they have prices for 30 square meters. These square meters are either shop spaces or office spaces. And at the entrance, you will notice that they actually placed their phone number there, advertising office spaces. Okay, so when you look at that malls, we have shop to the right and we also have shop to the left. So I did an extensive overview. For a 30 square meter office space, you will pay 850,000 naira per year. Then if you want a 50 square meter, you are paying a sum total of 1.2 million naira per year. Then if you want to do 100 square meter, you're paying closely to 1.8 to 2 million naira. So that obviously is a shopping mall, and the owner of that shopping mall is making cool money annually. And to my greatest surprise, we still have empty office spaces at the top of the malls. So you see, when you can do that, when you invest. So if you're doing an investment in commercial properties, you should not just look at the present rate of the property. In my previous episode, I told you that one of the things that gives you maximum return on your investment is what you are doing with your property. I've seen instances whereby people have bought properties and they've let that property fallow, which ought not to be so. So you can do something like this. You can do something like this. You can, explore this option and make cool money. When you think about cool money. Now, the more you're seeing, of course, I'm going to show you that mall again. The mall you're seeing is a fully serviced mall. This simply means that the owner of the mall is supplying electricity and, of course, is in charge of security. So you see, these are some of the investment strategies that you can explore. And when you carefully explore this option, you are going to make a whole lot of money. So you see, so that is option number one, doing malls and office spaces for rent. The next options you can also explore, if you don't want to go into office spaces, is that you can come up with ideas of building event centers. I've seen instances whereby when you look at the island aspects, when you look at the island places, you can do investments or you can do event centers. Now, event centers basically is also profitable, but for you to get your maximum return on your investment, you have to put in all the necessary facilities that you will, that will make your event center the top notch. The very first thing you can look at basically is that Nigerians love celebrating parties. That's what I love about my people. We love parties, we love birthdays, going like those days where people used to do canopies, they erect canopies outside, and it becomes, rain starts and people start, trying to find their ways. Canopies are gradually going out of fashion. So what people look at basically is your event centers. So your event centers, they can use it for parties, they can use it for conferences, they can use it for seminars, they can even churches. I was surprised. There's a church that is very close to the Awaya aspect of Ibeju Lekki, and that church was actually sitting on a 200 square meters of land. Yeah, the church is sitting on a 200 square meters of land. And when I did my due diligence, I found out that church was paying 6 million naira annually for rent. So using that place for their weekly activities, their Sundays activities, they're paying 6 million naira. So you can also explore the option of doing what? Event centers. You can have event centers that can hold seminars, that will hold conferences, that will hold church services, that will hold when your event center is well equipped, well furnished. You have a generating set, a standby power plant in your hall. You have good ACs, you have good restrooms, and your hall is located, of course, in a good commercial activities. You are going to make a whole lot of money. What most people don't understand basically is that landed properties, commercial landed property, is the real deal. You cannot compare the rental income you will get on a commercial properties to a residential properties. I'm not saying that the residential properties is not as valuable as a commercial, but you see the return differs. So if you're going for event centers, you're doing a great job, you're doing it. So another thing you could also explore basically is that you could do restaurants on your commercial properties. I've visited several restaurants and I found out that in fact food business right now in Nigeria is one of the most sorted and of course profitable ventures. So you could go into doing eateries, building restaurants, doing a lot of things. So owning a commercial properties will give you this kind of advantage, and you can, get good return. So that is why perhaps you'll be looking, okay, fine, all these things you said, okay, where can I get a landed properties where I can start this? Notes, I must also say this, like they will say, permit me to use this pigeon, they say sweet soup with sweet na money kill am. So that means that commercial properties are a little bit pricey. That means that, let's say if you are going for a commercial, a residential properties, and of course, let me also reiterate the fact that the title of the property you are buying is very important. So it will be senseless, it will be it will be unwise to do structures like malls, event centers, restaurants on a land that does not have a C of O or governor's consent. So you should also put it in mind that if you're going for all this kind of thing, the land has to be C of O or governor's consent. So that obviously is non-negotiable. So if you're going into that, it must be a land with a C of O. So you might be asking, okay, so where can I find properties? There's this recently launched waterfront properties. Although I don't talk about properties on my channel, but I'm just going to quickly explain this. It's a waterfront properties. Your malls will do well there, your restaurants will do well there, your hotels will do well there, your shotlets will do it well. So of course that's the picture of the property, that's the video as you're seeing it, and it's located at Ibeju Lekki, and of course we recently confirmed the C of O. We have the document and we can tell you that it's a very good investment opportunity. You can key into this. It's presently on the pre-launch price, and you can get the maximum return when you invest. So if you want more information about these commercial of course we have residential plots and we have commercial plots, but today's episode on property matters examine the adverse importance of this commercial. So you can give us a call, you can ask for, of course we are available for inspections. Our inspection teams are right on ground, they will take you there, and of course we'll be delighted if this investment can be done through us. So this is where I'm going to draw the curtain of today's episode of Property Matters. I hope you guys have found value. I hope you've learned a lot. This is what we do almost all the time, that we come online to announce this. Okay, do well to subscribe to this channel, turn on the notification bell, and I will see you in my next video. God bless you and have a nice day. Bye.